Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to Mr. L. So, I am Kudurul Asma, and today I would like to present my topic, which is the role of technology in 21st century education, opportunities and challenges. So, for the introduction, I would like to I would like to make comparison between uh, traditional method and also with 21st century method. Okay, so we have uh, the the tools, the in the aspect in terms of tools, the focus, learning outcomes, student engagement, teachers roles, and also the readiness of the students will be different. Like traditional methods, before this, more to paper based, and then we use the teacher will use chalk and write everything on the blackboard. We use blackboard before during my time, and then everyone sit for standard test. We have standardized, and then but in 21st century assessment, we can use like digital tools, I mean like Google Forms. We have Kahoots, and also many others platforms like quizzes, Kahoot, um and the one that I have used before is quizzes, uh, and then before for the traditional method, before this we use like memorization. We are more on memorization and rote learning. But now in 21st century, the focus are more on critical thinking, the student creativity, and the real world application. Next is um, the third difference is for traditional assessment, uh, in terms of student engagement, they are like the students before during my time, I think so. We are more to passive learning, um, limited access, uh, limited access. That means we just listen to the teacher. But now, in 21st century learning, the students needs to be the learning method will be like more to student centered, and uh, the teachers can use gamified assessment to assess the students, and they can use digital tools to assess the students understanding. Unlike before, the teachers only can have like two ways communication, and only in the classroom activities. Okay, but now in 21st century, uh, they can like uh, we can have the teacher can have how to assess the student in 21st century. They can have like games, in the class for learning activities. They can have like activity, more interactive activities, instead of just ask instead of just question the teacher. But now uh, they can have like games in the class. Okay, and then before this, in terms of feedback, teachers only can grade the students assessments. But now using technology, the teachers can provide instant feedback. Unlike before, in the traditional method, the teacher only how the teacher only grade on paper basis, or they can tell the students, or only on report card day, the student will know the weakness, and the weakness, what are the weakness. But now using technology, it can provide instant feedback for the students. Okay, next, for the traditional assessment, they don't really use the nowadays we call it real world application. But during my time, as far as I remembered, we only have hands-on learning in kemahiran hidup, and also in pendidikan seni, if I'm not mistaken, during my time. But nowadays, the hands-on learning, the real life application, not only in pendidikan seni, in kemahiran hidup, or we call it now as RBT, but it's applied, these terms apply to all subjects, which like English, science, mathematics. We can use this method in all these subjects. Okay, all right. Next, I will talk about the effectiveness of technology in 21st century assessment. Okay, so is it effective? I would say yes, it is, because I have searched for the data, and I found one one research. Okay, so this research is from ResearchGate. It tells the title is the comparison of impact of traditional and modern teaching methods on students' performance at elementary school level. So this is the research that I found. And okay, back to the effectiveness. Okay, so what are the effectiveness of using technology in 21st century education? First, it can enhance students' performance. Okay, So before this, we use traditional method. It's but now we use 21st century education, which is um, more interactive, because the students, the teacher only facilitate the learning, but the students will do all the learning. Okay, number 2, the development of 21st century skill. So we can a research can have indicates that modern assessment strategies, especially collaborative, and by using technology to enhance the assessment, are more effective in developing skill, such as the skill that I've mentioned before: critical thinking, communication, and collaboration. So these are the skills that very important for the in 21st century skills. Okay, next, number 3, it can, by using technology in 21st century, it can improve engagement and motivation of the students. When in traditional method, I would say we have like passive learning, but in 21st century education, the student will have high motivation, and they engage, they collaborate with other peers, that means their friends in the during the class activity. So so by doing this, it can improve the engagement and the motivation of the students, because these methods will provide students with more meaningful and relevant learning experiences compared to traditional method, which is we only focus on paper and pencil. But now we can have technology embedded in the class, in the we can embed the technology in 21st century. We can use the technology to enhance the learning. Next, in terms of evaluation, it can give comprehensive evaluation. That means this 21st century assessment provides more holistic evaluation to the students by incorporating various assessment tools. I think if not all school, including my school, we have the technology, but we can use the technology. Depends on the teachers own creativity, how they want to use it. Okay, so uh, this method will provide a more holistic evaluation for the student abilities when we incorporate various assessment tools, not only focusing on paper and pencil on tools only. So by using various tools, it can allows for better understanding of student in learning and in their development. Okay, so I will proceed to the challenges. In the challenges in order to implement technology, there are many challenges. There are a few challenges, I would say few challenges that can that the teachers mm, as I mean the challenges that avoid us avoid the teachers use technology in order to assess the student in 21st century skills. So I think for me, I would prefer use both mm, blended learning. I would use that uh, kind of uh, method, which is blended learning, which mean I would prefer use test like worksheet. I use worksheet almost every time in my classes, during my classes, and then I'll also plan uh, this year to try a new method I am going to try to apply real life uh, applications. I I will I mean more to hands on, which means I will have like quizzes game. uh, I will implement the quizzes game, and maybe I will use like games. We can use paper, and then we can play games in class for the student to have better and understanding about the topic that we learned that day. Okay, so what are the challenges of technology, to implement technology in the class for the assessment, 21st century assessment? Okay, so the first one, we have to know that not all school and all places we have like equal not we have not have we don't have equal access to technology, especially in rural areas or low income areas. So for my school, I would say most of them uh, will have likely access to technology, because this is SK Puncak Alam 2, maybe not from not, I would say middle area lah, middle area. They have a variety of incomes level, so we can have, for me teacher, I can implement uh, the technology. I can use technology, I can use the game, I can implement game in my classroom for activities or for the assessment. I can use the technology because the school didn't provide any we don't have they don't provide a laptop uh, for learning purposes, but we teachers, we can we can bring our own laptops and use our own internet connection. So maybe in other school, they don't have, especially in rural areas, they don't have this access the to technology, due to and then limited internet connectivity, and maybe they don't have digital devices. So this is a gap in opportunities. So this is the challenge for the teachers. So maybe the teachers can have like paper, pencil, or they can just have like paper games, something like that. Okay, next, over reliance on technology. So this is one of the challenges on technology in 21st century assessment, which is we cannot depend much on the digital tools because it can reduce the student critical thinking and problem solving abilities. So so we can like what I say before, like I mentioned, we can use blended learning for the assessment. We can use pen, pencil, we can use whiteboard, we can use any other methods. Okay, next is teacher training and adaptation. The third challenges is teacher training and adaptation. So not all teachers have the ability to use digital assessment tools. So we can say that lack or don't have proper training. So especially for not for young teachers, is for the senior teachers. They might have a problem to change the style of teaching. That means before this we are more on traditional, but now we need to change our style of teaching. So to me it requires a lot of time and effort for the senior teachers to learn this new technology. So it kind of a bit hard for the senior teachers. So this is one of the challenges in implementing technology in 21st century education. Okay, so next I will proceed to the opportunities. So what are the opportunities from the technology in 21st century assessment? So it can provide personalized learning, and adaptive assessment. That means by using technology, it can allow the assessment to be adjust or to be tailored to the individual or to the students' ability and learning styles. That means, for example, we can use Google Classroom. The teachers can use Google Classroom, especially to adjust the difficulty level based on student progress. So by using Google Classroom, they can the student can have uh, learning, their own learning pace. They can learn on they can learn based on their own pace, so it can improve their understanding. Okay, next, number 2, real-time feedback and continuous improvement. So by using technology, it can provide instant feedback, so the student can correct their mistake immediately, and the teachers also can give instant feedback, can provide instant feedback to the student. For example, before this, I've used quizzes, a game, which means I implement a game in quizzes, and the student, for the topic of food, if I'm not mistaken, and then the student, while they play with the game, they know, this is wrong, I guess it right. So they know, this is wrong, this is correct, and this is wrong answer. So they know, so by using technology, the student, the teacher don't have to give the feedback, but they can have but the game itself provide the instant feedback to the student. They know, the teacher don't have to tell, but they know already when they play the game. Okay, next is engaging and interactive learning experience. So by using a game and multimedia tools, it can make assessment more fun and engaging. For example, VR-based simulation, we don't have this in my school. Interactive quizzes and project-based learning enhance student participation. So while I implement the game, I can see that all the students are very excited to try the game. So they have like this, they line up to try to play with the game. Okay, next, the better measurement of 21st century skill. So uh, unlike the traditional assessment, this 21st century scale, and by using technology in 21st century assessment, it can help to evaluate the critical thinking, creativity, communication, and collaboration, compared to traditional assessment. So there are many skills that the teachers can access by using technology. Compared to traditional assessment, the teachers can only observe, and then they can only from the observation they can make their own judgment. Okay, so lastly, increase accessibility and inclusion. So these digital tools can provide assistive technologies for students with disability or learning difficulties. So for this, for me, in my school we don't have this kind of, we don't have disabled students. But for maybe for inclusive education, they can use they can use the technology. So with the with the advancement of technology, the ability disabled student can uh, also learn the student with learning difficulties can learn like normal kids. Okay. For example, for my son have uh, sight difficulties. He have problem with his eyesight. So the doctor, for now, we don't we don't know the level of problems, his eyes problem. But maybe after this, we the doctor will advise on using, I think he said something about magnifier to help him, to help my son to uh, learn better with by using the magnifier. Okay, I think that's all from me. uh, Thank you.